Training camp update. Let's get it.
Hi, Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch Micro Mike on YouTube.
What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Mr. Micro Mike, and I wanted to do a video about the training camp update information that broke down today and my quick thoughts about everything that's taken place. So with that said, let's begin. So it looks like TJ Hockenson had some quality touchdowns in camp, and this is great news. This man has got great hands. My, overall thoughts about this is he is a physical stud. He is going to have a great season. Day one, he's already making impressions. This is a great sign for the future of the tight end position when it comes to TJ Hockenson, as well as the Detroit Lions and Matthew Stafford. If they can continue throughout camp to keep feeding him and him gaining touchdowns like he is doing right now, giving mismatches to defense, that is a great sign, folks, because again, the Detroit Lions offense is learning a new system. You're supposed to see the defense gaining more stride on the offense, specifically early in camp. But right now, you're always seeing Mr. TJ Hockenson start to break out. With our first round pick, he is definitely shown to be a stud, and this is great news for us. Keep watching TJ Hockenson throughout camp and to see how he keeps progressing. But man, for day one, this is a great news for us. Imani, he did not have a great day in camp today, but that is totally expected. He is a rookie 5th round pick cornerback. Rookies, cornerbacks, whether it be even high in the draft, always have issues learning the position because it's so hard to learn the defensive cornerback position as a rookie. So it's going to take some time. It may take even another year or two for him to really get comfortable, but this is totally expected. Do not think anything of it when it comes to Imani. He will, in my opinion, be a very quality cornerback for us for years to come. Definitely, he is going to have his rookie issues, and obviously we have the position right now to where we won't have to play him early on in camp, definitely early on in the season. So this is good. This is definitely expected. This is nothing new. This is definitely what happens to rookie cornerbacks. And again, just let him take his time until he understands the position. Simply put him on the bench and let him learn the speed slowly. Once he gets it, then we can put him in chances to succeed and really make an impact for the Detroit Lions second. According to reports, C.J. Anderson is really helping on Canard Johnson learn the position. Canard Johnson stated that C.J. Anderson is really showing him the ropes and helping him out as a veteran presence. This is great news, man. Not only is C.J. Anderson have that ability to bowl through folks, he has the ability to help out the younger guys on the team, specifically the running back group. This is great news. Again, it's that veteran presence, and it's always good to have these individuals help the younger guys out, whether it be Canard Johnson or Ty Johnson or anyone else. So this is great news. Specifically, I always love hearing about how veterans help out the young guys in every position, and this is what you need. You need leadership on a team, and that's how we take it to the next level. Every individual who's a veteran that can show these young guys the ropes and teach them what they know and have these young guys pick their brains, that's always a good thing. Kenny G practiced, and according to reports, Kenny G made some fantastic catches. That's something we all know. We know Kenny G is just the master of the catch. He has the ability to make catches in spectacular fashion, and he is going to be a stud this year, in my opinion. Potentially Pro Bowler. Kenny G, as long as he stays healthy, injury-free, he's going to be a big-time impact for the Detroit Lions offense, and definitely will help Matthew Stafford out and the rest of the offensive weapons on the team. So it is good to hear that he's still making these great catches, and is definitely expected, though. The punt return duties. According to the report, the punt return duties, we have Jamal Agnew, Danny Amendola, Quandre Diggs, Brandon Powell, and an undrafted free agent, Tom Kennedy, battling for that position. This is kind of what we expected when it comes to the punt returner. I said that Jamal Agnew will take it, but again, it's always a good idea to get these other individuals involved, like a Brandon Powell, these young guys, to see if they can make an impact. again, we have preseason coming up. We don't want Jamal Agnew in preseason. Let's see what these other guys can do. Say Jamal Agnew does get hurt down the road, and a Brandon Powell, say he does well in preseason, and he shows he has the ability to do that as well, there'd be a good chance he can still make the roster in that sense. If he can show that he has this other side to him, that he can be utilized more, then he can be stayed on the roster as a wide receiver, but also has the ability to help out on punt returns. So that is a good in that sense. And obviously having the rest of the people in there battling for it's a good thing. I don't really see Tom Kennedy at all. It's just more of a practice thing, a roster of giving people reps. When it comes to Danny Amendola, he's a veteran. I don't see him doing punt returns, only on the case of emergency. And when it comes to Quandre Diggs, again, I think it's more of a case of emergency. Give everyone reps and see who win it. So I'd say probably the job right now is between Jamal Agnew as well as Brandon Powell. Ty Johnson, in my opinion, will be a kick returner, but I'm sure throughout the camp he'll get thrown in there as well. Nick Baden looks like he has recovered from his injury, and he was blocking for C.J. Anderson. Now, this is something definitely to watch through training camp, is how does Nick Baden work and how does he play throughout the season? How is he taken with the reps he gets in training camp? Can he continue to impress and actually make the roster? Now, wouldn't it be a great sight to see through the season, to see Nick Baden pushing that pile for C.J. Anderson, two powerful individuals plowing through the defense? So if he can stay healthy and continue this path, we're going to see this in preseason, and that is definitely something I'd like to see. I'd love to see these power guys power through the pile and see this power offense work through Darrell Bevell. So this is definitely a good sign. I am glad to see that he looks like he has recovered from his injury. Wiggins is starting at left guard position. This is definitely something to expect, especially in the early parts of training camp. They're always going to get the veterans the start, and you want to see these young guys start to get mixed in the position throughout camp as it proceeds through the next couple of weeks. But again, this is nothing to worry about. This is definitely expected. I think everyone on the round table understands that you definitely give the first reps to Wiggins because he is the veteran. But hopefully this is not the case by the end of training camp. But we'll see how this thing's develop, and I definitely expect hopefully other individuals in there push and make a presence to start for that position. Lastly, when it comes to the linebacker position, the linebackers on the field was Davis, Canard, and Tavai. Now this is interesting when it comes to the starters. Now if they can continue this could be interesting when it comes to our starters on the linebacker position. Tavai would automatically be starting as we drafted him in the second round. So if he can pick up on this defense very quickly, that would be immense for the Detroit Lions. Now again, when Davis was a rookie, he started. So if Tavai can do that as well, folks, we may have a dynamic linebacking core. If Tavai can really pick up on the scheme very fast, sky's the limit for our linebacking core. Canard as well, we all know what he can do, and the same with Davis. But again, all eyes on Tavai when looking about what his abilities he can bring. So we're going to definitely monitor this situation as the rookie is automatically starting. This is a good sign. Hopefully he can get immense in that defensive scheme, understand it, and I'm pretty much for sure understand that the other linebackers on the team is helping him out learn the scheme, specifically Canard and Davis. So this is a great sign to see, and I cannot wait for preseason game 1 and to see how Tavai develops with that linebacker position, folks. I want to thank you for taking your time to listen to me rant. The roundtable is on tonight on TA's channel, Mr. Noble Sports, and I'm sure we're going to be talking about this, folks. Have a great day. Adios.